Hey guys, Melissa here from Firechild Fitness with your total body strength and conditioning workout for week 1 of the Flex and Focus program. Super excited to have you along with me. Let's get at this. All you are going to need today is your body weight, and that's it. Maybe a mat for our last circuit. Otherwise, let's go. Right into the warm up. We're going to start with some walkouts, reaching all the way up, coming down, and you're going to just try to walk yourself out to a nice strong plank and back up to standing. If that's too much, you can just go for a forward fold and a reach. Purpose of our warm-up is just to get all of the joints warmed up, get that blood flowing, and get you feeling nice and warm. 3 more, walk it out. And 2 more. Nice strong core. Make sure we're maintaining that core strength as you walk out to the plank. And you've got 1 more here. Good. Take it up. We're going to move into some reaches across. Nice big stretch. Stretch it out. Should feel a nice stretch across the back. You don't have to be moving too fast. One last exercise for our warm-up is going to be squats. Feet are shoulder width apart. Inhale down, exhale up. Try to add a nice forward reach and pull. Don't worry about getting too deep. We're just getting warm here. So you can keep these small if you need to. Exhale as we come up. Feet should stay planted. Heels are down. Chest is up. Eyes forward. 2 more. Back to our walkouts, going through that warm-up 1 more time. Reaching up. Take it down. Walking to our plank. Nice and strong. And back up again. Here's number 2. Remember, your option is just to go to that forward fold if that's enough. Try for the walkouts if we can. Here's number 3. Nice strong core. 2 lefts. One more. All right, all the way up. Reaches across, big stretch. Try to make it a little bigger than the first round. Nice reach, reach. And into our squats, feet about shoulder width apart. If you feel better to turn those toes outward slightly, you can do that. Sometimes a small adjustment of the feet is all it takes for those knees to feel a little better. We want the knees to track right over those toes. Inhale down, exhale up. Just 2 more. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Hopefully that's got you feeling a little bit warm. We're going to grab a sip of water and we'll get right into our first circuit. For this circuit, we're going to have 3 exercises, 4 rounds, 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to start with a little bit of balance, and we're also going to need a wall. So starting with balance and a nice front leg extension. If you need to hold something to help you balance at any point, that is always okay. Try your best to stay off the wall, but use it if you need to. So standing nice and tall, bringing your weight into one leg. We're going to try to lift that knee up, extend, and bend. Hips should stay square. This knee can be a little lower if need be. I want you to try to work on getting it up closer to the hips. Really squeeze into the quads as we extend that leg. Finding a focus point is very helpful for balance. We're working all these little stabilizer muscles in your standing leg. We've got 5 seconds left on this one. Okay, 10 seconds in between, so you can shake the legs out a little if you need. Transfer the weight to the other leg. Find your focus point. Let's go. Front extension. Lift that knee. Extend and squeeze. And bend. Here's number 2. Go at your own pace here. Remember, you can lower that knee a little bit if you need to. You can also touch down at any point if you need to. Extend and bend. Just always come back as soon as you can. Eight more seconds on this leg. Squeeze tight into the quads. Make every rep count. All right, bring the leg down. We're going to come bring our backs against the wall for some overhead reach and retract. On this first round, I just want us to focus on the upper body. So get your back nice and flat on the wall. Bring your fingertips against the wall. Inhale, arms slide up. Exhale, squeeze down. We're keeping your back against the wall. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze down. Creating tension in the middle of the back, pulling it away from your neck. Work within whatever range you have, and we're trying to keep the fingertips dragging against the wall. This one is excellent for your posture. Always breathing through our exercises. Inhale up, exhale down. We're going to increase the difficulty on the second round, so don't worry if this is feeling a little easy for you. Quick rest coming back to our balance. We're going to add a kickback. Find your focus point. Weight transfers to one leg. Lift the knee. Extend. Bend. And kick it back. Hips stay square. Remember, you have the option to hold onto something to help you balance if you need to. Keeping this nice and controlled. Squeeze into the quads. Hips are square as we hinge forward. Arms can stay back or on the hips. Nice and smooth. Extend, bend, and back. Take it down, shake it out a little if you need to. Transfer that weight to the other leg. Get ready. Find your focus point. Same thing, second leg, lift that knee, extend, squeeze those quads, bend, and hinge. Coming again, nice and smooth, extend, bend, and hinge. Extend, bend, and hinge. Slow this down if you need to. Eyes on your focus point. Smooth movements. All right, as I said, we're going to make this one a little harder coming back to the wall, but we're going to try to get a wall sit going on. So walk the feet a little bit away. Slide it down to 90 degrees if you can. Keep the back against the wall, fingertips on the wall. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you have any pain in your back while maintaining this position, you can just slide it up a little higher. Or come to standing again like we did on that first round. If you can though, sink it low, make those quads work. Squeeze the arms down, holding the tension away from the neck. Inhale up, exhale, squeezing down. Fingertips stay on the wall if you can. Press yourself up for round 3 of our balance. This time we're going to start by hinging forward, transfer the weight to one leg, hinge forward. Let's try some mini squats. So again, you can hold something if you need to. We want to try to be parallel to the ground. It's going to be easier if you need just to stay standing tall. Try for that forward hinge, bend and up. Core strong, hips square. Focus point is going to be on the ground with this one. The knee bend doesn't have to be very big. We're just really working into that standing leg a little bit more here. All right, bring it up. Switch. Shake it out if needed. Transfer the weight to the other leg. Sit up by bringing one foot back. Hinge it forward. Goal is to be parallel to the floor, but work with what you've got. Bend and straight. Bend and straight. Keep it strong. Nice and smooth and controlled. Try to keep those hips square. This is a small little bend, just mini squats. Good work, coming back to the wall. So wall sit with that overhead reach. Slide it down 90 degrees. This time, let's switch it up a bit. Let's start with an angel wing. Slide down, reach it up, and then back down to the sides. Still trying to keep your fingertips on the wall. Working on leg strength, working on posture. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Exhale down. Nice and smooth. And press yourself off the wall. We've got one more round. We're going to try some Y's and T's. Weight comes to one leg. Bring one foot back. Tip it forward. Easier, stay up here. If you can, hinge all the way. The thumbs are going to point up into a Y shape and a T shape. Hips are square. You're maintaining the balance as best you can. You should feel all the stabilizer muscles in that leg working, maybe all the way up into the glutes. Exhale as the arms come up. Think about keeping your core active. Nice and controlled. And bring it up. One more balance on the other leg. Foot comes back, core is strong. Hinge forward. Thumbs up to your Y and T. Y and T. Again, squeezing in between the shoulder blades. Smooth and controlled. You can reset at any point, touch down at any point, but just come back to me. Always come back. Almost there, nice and strong. Bring it up. One last wall sit. Walk the feet away a little bit. Sink down into it. If you need to just do arms, you can just do arms, but try to join me in this squat. Let's stick the same as that last round. So nice angel wings. Squeeze it down. Inhale up. Back down to the sides. Go again with breath. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Keep it smooth. Stay in that squat if you can. This is our last one. We're taking a break after this. Try to push through it. And bring it up to standing. Shake those legs out a little if you need to. We're going to grab a sip of water and move on to our next circuit. Okay. Once you've had your water, we're going to move into some sumo variations, some reverse lunges, and some push-ups. Don't be afraid of the push-ups. I am going to give you some options. We'll start with the easier option and progress as we go. First up, we're starting with some sumo squats. So you're going to take your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. We're going to pivot those toes out. Knees are going to follow in line with your toes. If you have knee pain on any of these leg exercises, sometimes a little adjustment of the feet will help. Sometimes reducing your range will help. If you need help figuring out what that is, make sure you let me know and we'll get you all fixed up. Starting with our sumos, we're going to try a triple pulse on this first round. So look straight ahead. Let's go. Sinking down, 2, 3, squeeze up. Low, 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 squeeze up. So the chest should be lifted while you're looking straight ahead. A nice tight squeeze as we come to the top. 2, 3, and squeeze. Press the knees out so they're coming directly in line with the toes. Sink it down. 2, 3, squeeze tight. Again, down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Last 1, 2, 3. Coming up. Next one is our alternating reverse lunges. Again, reduce the range if you need to. We want to start with the feet shoulder width apart. Look straight ahead. Step back. If it feels better for you to keep this back leg straight, you can keep that back leg straight. If you can, I want you to try to sink down to 90 degrees, both knees. Front foot stays planted, back heel lifts. Keeping those feet at shoulder width distance, trying to sink nice and low. Breathing through it. Almost there. All right, moving into our push-ups. So level 1 for push-ups, if you need to, is to come to the wall. Hands are going to be slightly lower than the shoulders. And you're going to inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Make it a little harder. You could step further away and come up on the toes and press. This is too easy and you know a harder version, go for it. I'll move on the next round. For now, focus on keeping that core strong. We want a nice full range. Elbows should point down, away from the shoulders. Core is strong. Nice and smooth. Bend and press. All right, round 2, ready? So let's add a little bit more difficulty to that sumo if you can. Feel free to come up at any point. Otherwise, sink down with me, hold it here. I'm going to try to stay nice and low and lift one heel and the other. Look straight ahead. As I said, come up at any point if you need to. Try to keep that chest lifted. Working into the inner thighs. Lift one heel and the other. Get in a little bit of calf work in there. Keep it strong and smooth. All right, moving into our alternating reverse lunges again. So feet are shoulder width. I'm going to face you this time so you see we're maintaining that shoulder width feet distance. Eyes are looking straight ahead and we're going to step back. Try to sink to 90 degrees. Sink it down and press up with that front foot. Nice and easy. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Feel free to slow down if you need to. Looking straight ahead the whole time. All right, moving on to our push-ups. If the wall was enough for you, you can stay on the wall. Your level 2 would be from the knees, keeping those hips as forward as you can. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. You could also use a staircase if you have that close by. Okay, we want to point those elbows back. Core is strong. If you can, try popping up to plank and draw for that push-up. Pop up again. Just adding a little bit more difficulty. Use what works for you. All the way to standing, ready for round 3 into those sumos. Taking it wide, shoulders back, keep the chest up. Let's sink and just try to pulse it out here. Staying low, maybe drop an extra inch. You can always come up if you need to. Stay low if you can. Should feel those inner thighs working. Make sure we're keeping the knees wide. It should be in line with the toes. Looking straight ahead. Stay low. We've got this. Less than 10 seconds. Stick with me. Breathing through. All right, take it up. Coming into those alternating reverse lunges. This time, though, we're going to do half and half to make it a little bit difficult, a little more difficult. Each shoulder width. Step back. We're going to sink. Back up. Same leg. Repeat that same leg. Down. And up. Again. Same leg. Aiming for 90 degrees. Both knees. Switch legs now. Other foot back. Sink it down. And up. Again. Sink. And up. Chest stays lifted, eyes are forward. Good, take it down for push-ups. So you can choose a regular from your knees or stay on the wall. If you can, let's try from the toes. The wider stance is going to make it a little bit easier for you. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Make sure we're moving as one piece. Elbows point back slightly. Try for full range. If you need to, drop to the knees and pop up as you can. Drop to the knees, pop up as you can. Keep them full if you have the strength. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Strong and controlled. All the way up. Just one more round for this circuit. Coming back to the sumos. Nice and wide. Drop it low. Try for both heels. Same time, we'll come up in between. Heels up. Squeeze up. Heels up. Squeeze up. Nice and controlled. Should be feeling those legs by now. Heels and up. Almost there. All right, ready for our reverse lunges. We're going to try stationary, half and half. Slide it back and sink down and up. All right, I want a little more challenge. Hold it. You can always go back to any of the earlier versions. Hey, coming up, switch legs with movement at first. Bend and up. And hold. 10 seconds. Stay strong. Eyes forward. Good, bring it up. Taking it down to the floor for one more set of push-ups, or you can stay on the wall or use the stairs. Try for your full range from the toes if you can. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Otherwise, from the knees is fine. Go for that full range. Elbows point back. Whole body moves as one. Nice and strong. Knees if needed. Control it. This is our last set. Push through. And good, little rest. Grab a drink. Hope you're feeling good so far. We have one last circuit for this week 1 total body workout. And we're going to do it all on the floor. So if you have a mat, you can grab your mat now. All right, taking it down. Oops, one more quick peek. Okay, we've got some quad knee lift variations, also plank variations, and Supermans. So, coming right down to the mat, you're going to place your hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. If you need to, you can use fists if that feels better for your wrists, or you can also come down to the elbows if necessary. The other option, if you feel this in your wrist a lot, is to hold on to some weights just to maintain that neutral wrist position. So adjust as needed. We're going to start with some 3-second lifts. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, ready. Let's go. Lift and hold just an inch above the ground. 2, 3, release. Core is strong. Lift the knees, hold. 2, 3, release. It's just a little lift. 2, 3, release. Think about gripping that mat with the fingertips. That will also help to take pressure off the wrists. 3 seconds at a time. Hold. 2, 3, release. Hold. 2, 3, release. One more. Hold. 2, 3. Coming right down onto your stomach. Setting up for our first plank. So elbows come in underneath shoulders. We're going to do the same thing. 3-second holds. Tuck the toes. Lift and hold. 2, 3, release. Make sure your shoulders stay right over the elbows. 3, release. Core should be strong. Legs should be strong. 3, release. If you need to, come to the knees. 2, 3, release. Just make sure there's tension in that core. 2, 3, release. Hold. 2, 3, release. Almost there. 2, 3. All right, coming down. Superman. First one, we're going to do same pattern, 3-second lifts and holds. Arms are way out in front. Neck is neutral. Look down to the mat. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Hold. 2, 3. Release. Again. Hold. 2, 3. Release. Keeping that neck neutral. Squeeze the legs. Squeeze the glutes. 2, 3. Release. Little lift. 2, 3. Release. And lift. 2, 3. Release. One more. Hold. All right, coming back to hands and knees. Coming back into that quad knee lift. We're going to add a little bit of variety here. If you need to stick with the 3-second holds, that's fine. Otherwise, try this with me. Lift the knees. Kick one foot back and the other. If you need a rest in between, take it. Otherwise, we're going to stay up for the rest of the round. Kick back. Kick back. Just an inch above. Always returning to that starting position. Remember, your hands can be fists. If that feels better, make it work for you. Shoulders stay right over the wrists. Kick back. Kick back. 5 seconds to go. Coming down for a plank. We're going to try to add in some forward reaches. This one can be a little tricky. Stick with your regular plank if you need to. Pop it up from the knees is fine if that's where you need to be. Reach in front. Reach in front. Core is strong. Try from the toes if you can. Hips are still. Wider feet will make it easier. Narrower will make it harder. Come to the knees if you need to. Any combination is just fine. We've got 10 more seconds. Breathe through. Good, take it down. All right, Superman this time. I'm going to bring those arms back. So lift it up. Think about reaching for your toes. Hold it here if you can. Let's add some heel taps. Legs are strong. Tapping the heels together. At any point, if you need to reset, that's fine. Come back to me when you can. Legs are tight. Neck is neutral. Looking at the mat. Almost there. All right, 2 rounds to go. Coming back to our quad D-lift. This time, let's try some shoulder taps. You can always bring the knees down if you need to reset at any point. But lift it up. We're going to tap and tap. Reset if you need to. Then lift it up. Hold here if you can. Tap and tap. Keeping the knees just an inch above the floor. Sure, placing that hand down gently. Come down to reset at any point that you need to. Hold it if you can. Breathe through. Keep the shoulders over the wrists, watching that alignment. 6 seconds to go. And take it down, ready for a plank. Let's try some hip dips. So elbows are under the shoulders. We're going to lift it up. If you can, sort of bend that knee. Drop one hip to the floor. Drop the hip. Drop the hip. And center. If you need that quick break, feel free to take it. Just come back. Hip drop. Hip drop. Keep it strong. 10 more seconds. Almost there. Right down. Back to Superman with some angel wings. So arms start way out in front. We're going to lift it up. Thumbs touch. Arms down to the sides. Inhale, arms up. If you need to take the break, take it here. And lift. Arms down and up. Break if you need it. Hold it the rest of the way if you can. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Breathing through. Nice, smooth movements. All right, good work. We have 1 round to go. Coming back to hands and knees. We're going to try to put those last 2 together. So kickbacks and shoulder taps. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Kick 1, kick 2, tap 1, tap 2. Reset if you need to, otherwise stick with me. Kick, kick, tap, and tap. Kick, kick, tap, and tap. Nice and strong. Kick, kick, tap, tap. Again. Tap, tap. Kick, kick, tap, tap. Almost there. Once more. Kick, kick, tap, tap. Take it down. Setting up for our last plank. I'm going to try to add some step outs here. So as usual, elbows underneath those shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift it up. Try to step out and out. Step in and in. Other leg lead, step out, out, in, in. Come to the knees for a break if you need. And join me again. Step out, out, in, in. Keep working through. Strong and controlled. Less than 10 seconds now. Take it down. One last Superman. We're going to try for a little twist. If that doesn't feel good, you can use any of the options we did before. So hands by the head, twist and peek under the arm. Left and lower. Just a small twist. This is not a big movement. It's our last exercise of the workout. Keep pushing through. Almost there. Good work. Taking the break, grab a drink if you need, and we're going to move into a quick stretch to finish ourselves off here. Once you've had a little sip of your water, you can come to the knees again. We're going to reach those hands forward and just come into a nice child's pose. Knees can be wide or together. Do whatever feels good for you. And just breathe into that stretch. Nice deep breaths. All right, walking both hands over to one side. Feel it stretch all the way along the side of the body. And slowly walking it through center to the other side. Back to the center. Coming up. Let's just do one or two cat-cows, round it out. Let that head be loose. Inhale, looking up. One more, round it out and roll. Right up, 1 foot forward. Tuck those hips under, open up. Release, other side. Tuck the hips, clasp behind. Good, coming up into forward fold now. Get here however you can. Just relax that upper body. And nice slow roll up to the top. We're going to stretch those legs. Grab one foot. Squeeze the knees together. Hold something for balance if you need to. Otherwise, try to keep that balance. We're going to bring the foot around to the front. Sit down for a figure four. And other side, quads first. Take it around and sit down. Back to standing. Clasp those hands behind. If you can, if the clasp is too much, you can just place them in the small of the back and open up this way. We just want to stretch the front of the shoulders. Release that. Let's do the neck. Press down, ear to shoulder. A little assist. And the other side. To center and reach to the top. Press it up. Let it all go and give yourself a little pat on the back for getting that workout done today. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Remember, your goal is to complete this workout twice this week, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a great day.